Hello to all my friends out there. So I subscribed to some new people, and I really like it. And one of the people I subscribed to was, well, don't look at my grocery list. Blood of Tyrants, Cure as One, and I'll post his video and on my Twitter. And he did a really good video, and the video was, well, how would the people resist a tyrannical, government? How could that happen? They have all this advanced weaponry and, all kinds of stuff, and we're down here on the grounds with our guns, basically. The Patriots, how are they gonna overthrow the militia, basically? Well, first of all, the militia, if one does exist, will be like the police. One thing about the police is the people can easily overpower the police if they have weapons because there's more people. But what he's talking about is if we have weapons. What he's talking about, they have all this advanced weaponry. How would this happen? Well, so I was thinking about this. So, okay, a tyrannical government tries to control us. Well, they have to get our weapons, first of all. And then the other thing I think people forget is who is in the military. Well, our sons and daughters are in the military, and it's one thing when you're waging war against an enemy. And in my family, we have the story, marauders came to rob and kill my dad's great-grandfather, and my great-grandfather had 8 sons, and they all had weapons. And there was a band of men, and they said to the leader of the band, they might, but you won't. Basically, you're going to die right here on the spot for sure. So they left, and at that time, they were able to escape. We had the Civil War, and that was really a bloody and bad war. So if California, the flat earthers, wanted to become their own state, that might be bad for us. I don't really see Americans turning on Americans. I don't really see murdering of Americans by our American army. I don't see that. I think Americans could overturn the government without firing any shots. One thing they could do is refuse to pay taxes, any taxes. That might help. The strong Americans could band together and leave the weaker Americans to winnow out. It could happen too. That's why you don't want to be dependent on the government. As for the artificial intelligence and the AI, that can be dismantled by Americans, just like it's put in place by Americans. There's been several instances where the citizens have overcome the government. Even in our own history, with George Washington, he was able to outmaneuver our enemies, and that was our leader. A real leader could rise up. I wouldn't doubt that. And so, a lot of people go, well, biblical prophecy says America will be defeated. Well, yeah, maybe, but maybe not. Maybe America is on the side of good, and maybe America, even under the most trying circumstances, could prevail. I posted on here, well, Americans would have to be willing to kill people with weapons. So, you know, we don't want to give up our weapons. Anyone who suggests we give up our weapons is deluded, because then we would be like the people of Vietnam. You know, we came in to try and help them, and they had no capacity for self-defense. You know, they were basically saying, well, how could we defeat these tyrants? Well, you have to resist. You have to resist unto death if necessary. And you know, we send our sons in to get military training, and what are they really learning? Well, they're learning that they will defend the country to the point of death if needs be. So if even, you know, the Germans attacking the Jews, that is not exactly the same thing as Americans attacking Americans. So even, you know, and you can't say it's regional. I follow a lot of people in the South, and I agree with them totally. I can see valid points on the left as well, but those liberal welfare and social services and big government have to be paid by somebody. The government gets their money from the taxpayers. The taxpayers get their money from working hard. So I think a lot of this is unfounded and an unnecessary worry. So far, our government has never attacked the people. You know, we've had a lot of misfortune with the floods. Now we have earthquakes and probably fires coming. So the best, in my opinion, the healthiest country is the country with strong individual citizens pulling their own weight. So that is our best defense right there. Okay, you guys, God bless you all.